Okay, to start the video, I wanted to give a quick update with what I've been working on so far. So these are all the base plates I got in the last haul video. And I also talked about some of the influences and my ideas for this. I'm going to try not to repeat myself throughout this series of videos as I go. So I'm kind of playing around with the monorail because I think that needs to go on first, and then I can kind of build around it. It's a little tight going into the back here, but I can just kind of slide the whole table out a little bit if I have clearance issues going around that back corner. And the way it's built, the tracks should line up exactly with the each base plate. So I'm, in my living room here, but I'll be getting all the parts from the Lego room and building them. So what I'm going to do is just take sections, like maybe 2 or 4 base plates into the Lego room and work on those and then put them back on the table. The actual layout of how these are rotated and everything isn't final. I was just kind of sizing it up, and I'm kind of surprised. This is perfect. This is a 3.5 by 7.5 foot table, something like that. But it works out pretty much perfectly with a 3 by 7 32 by 32 base plates. It works out perfectly. There's like a little bit of overhang, but it's not much at all. And all these raised base plates cost a lot. They were imported from Germany. So I think for the front section here, I'm just going to use plain blue base plates. I looked around on Bricklink, but they were basically about the same price as they were from Amazon. These were like $7.99 each, something like that. It might have been $1 or $2 cheaper. I don't remember, because I think they are a little bit discounted, but they pretty much stay that way from what I've seen. So I think those are going to go along the front, and then that means I can get kind of lower in the front and work my way up as you get to the back of the layout. So I think that'll kind of look better, and you won't have to look around things to see the layout. So that's as far as I've got here. I'm just going to be playing around with the tracks. If you didn't see my recent 40 bricks video, let's see, here's one. Like, here's the diagonal piece. These are going to be very, very helpful for getting this layout built. Oh, and I've been looking for this for so long. This is on topic. My posters. I bought, I think it's 3 posters. But there's a castle, and then Aquazone. There's another one there, but I forgot what it was. But I think I'm going to end up framing those and putting them along the wall here. I still have the Hobby Trains poster, 2 of them, that Brennan Huff sent over, so I need to get those framed. So maybe I'll have enough room along this wall to put those there. That's kind of why I've kept this wall blank. I've had that plan for a long time. I just haven't got around to it. So that's the kind of update so far with this. I'm going to be building a fleet of Aquashark ships. What I ended up doing was building them one at a time on Bricklink Studio. I think there was a couple parts I kind of swapped out here and there because I knew they'd be harder to find, or I went with newer molds, things like that. And then once I had those built, I copied and pasted them into one large Bricklink Studio file. And then from there, I was able to get a complete parts list to build all of these builds. And I just went through my collection bit by bit, piece by piece, and filled up a bag, because I didn't have any more boxes, of all the parts I would need, and then removed those from the wanted list as I went. And then whatever was left, I went ahead and ordered. Ended up placing 4 orders with different sellers in the US. Really, I needed about $100 in parts, but I ordered a good bit more than that. Because I checked against wanted lists. I compared the stores together to see which prices were better on each part, and just kind of filled up the carts and went a little bit crazy. So we're going to jump into that real quick and check out the parts we got in. Okay, so these are the 4 packages we got in. I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick because it's really hot down here. It's only April, but yeah, it's really warming up. Just seconds before I hit record, I had a fan blowing full blast in my face. So this is the bag of all the parts so far. So all of that came from my collection. I've had Aquazone parts in my Bricklink wanted list for many years, and I just kind of buy up, whenever something's fairly priced, I just throw it in the cart. So that's how I've ended up with so many parts. I think I've shown in one of the sorting vlog videos I did, my Aquazone bins. I have one that's just Aquazone kind of parts, like the octagonal bricks and all that. And then I have another one that I keep all the trans clear parts in, which is, that box isn't going to be big enough for all the new stuff I've got in. But yeah, I've been stocking up for so many years. And that's pretty much all thanks to Mutant Manfred on Brickshelf, which that's linked in the previous video. So yeah, nothing too special here. I mean, it's just like I had to get some more of these because I used 2 of these in my Time Twisters train that I never finished. But it's still together. I got some of these. These are kind of useful for railings. I thought they might look good along the side of like a base or something, a walkway. Got one of those guys in blue. I got more of the Aquashark Transient Orange Canopy. I had like 5 or 6 of these, but I actually needed more, and I ordered more than I needed. And then these arm pieces, like the blue ones especially, I had to order quite a few of those, and they're going to be in all of these orders. That's about all that's interesting in that one. I do think I have a couple other parts that might be kind of interesting in here. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this now. I gotta be real careful opening this up. Okay, so, oh come on. This upped the cost of shipping a little bit to get this sent along, but only by a couple bucks, and they had this magazine listed for 50 cents. This is a Lego Education catalog from 2008, so it's fairly modern compared to what I'd really be looking for. But yeah, this Pitsco stuff is really cool. God, this stuff is so expensive, man. If you're trying to buy something for medical or educational, the price is gonna be inflated like crazy. I've never even seen those, not that I know of. Life Science, okay. I've been trying to stock up on these kind of catalogs and stuff. Maybe I'll do a video kind of going through them. But there's some really cool stuff. I didn't expect there to be so much Pitsco stuff with this being a Lego Education catalog. Well, yeah, Lego Education is a joint venture between Pitsco and Lego, so I guess they were kind of in cahoots. So yeah, there's all the kind of older stuff. So this is 2008, and they still have RCX sets for sale. That's one of the reasons the RCX is so incredibly abundant, is from schools that use them for so many years. I'm thinking in 2008, they had to have had the NXT, but yeah, there's the NXT there. But yeah, still selling the old stuff too, because that's just how it is in the education stuff. They had the 4.5 volt stuff from the late 80s, well into the mid 90s and later. So yeah, went ahead and threw that in on the order. Yeah, these guys, man. These are crazy expensive. This is the light gray antenna is what they call them, handle there. And one of the sellers I looked at, they had just the light gray handle for like 70 cents each or something. It was just nuts. So this seller I actually just found just by looking for these. I needed it with the blue, but I could have just got that part there. Actually, well, yeah, I did. Got some of these just on their own, and then I probably have some of these in my collection. Even the light bluish gray was very expensive, even though they were just in the Galaxy Explorer set. But I mean, some of them were like a couple dollars each. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, I needed those for the little shark scooters, whatever they're called, I forget. And let's see, so we got 2x2 black plates. Never have enough of those. 2x3. They must have had a good price on them. I needed that guy for little scooters. Those are the modified plates with the bar, right angle bar coming out. I got another one of these because I couldn't find mine, and then I found it after placing the orders. Yeah, nothing too special in there. There's actually some train parts in there as well, like these roof pieces and whatnot. But yeah, they had good prices on them, so I threw those in. out of the way. All right, now this one. More of the same, so we got more canopies. It's nice that they're on their own, so they're not getting too scratched up. You know, I'm not too worried about them sitting inside each other like that. I got more of these, even though I already had several, because I've just ordered too many over the years, but I figured it doesn't hurt to have extras. Yeah, these plates, I didn't have any of those 4x12. I had a bunch of 4x10s, but no 4x12. These railings, I know I have these because I had these on the wanted list, and I've been buying them, but I couldn't find them. So those were like $1 each or something. Some of the 2x3 roof pieces, plates. They had a bunch of these, so I threw those on. These can be expensive from some stores for whatever reason. More of the arm pieces. You got these little chairs. That's what goes on with these. Yeah, nothing really too crazy there. I needed a bunch of these. I had already pulled all the ones I had out of my collection, and that's just, I was completely out of them. Because I've also, you may have seen before, I have built 4 of the Crystal Explorer sub, and then recently I went through and built 4 of the Sea Sprint 9, the little guy, and it used three of these, whatever they're called, maybe fence pieces, I don't know, but yeah, it uses 3 of those in each one, so that kind of wiped me out there. And then we have this last one, the box here. I want to see, let's see if they have, oh yeah, cuisine, something. All right. So this was one that was kind of weird. It didn't have to be, but seeing how many parts it is a fair amount of parts, all of this here. Bricklink had it said the estimated weight was like 11 or 12 ounces, and they offered free shipping over $50 if it's under a pound. So I thought I should be getting free shipping, but I knew it was a possibility that there was just too many parts or something. I mean, this could probably fit in like a large bubble mailer. That wasn't really the problem. It was just, I asked, does this qualify for free shipping? And there was no way to just request invoice, so I just paid for it. And then I felt like they were a little bit snarky. You know, you bought and paid for the order. Do you want it or not? And I said, yes. You know, and they said, well, it's over a pound. I'm like, okay, well, the only reason I asked is because Bricklink said it was like 12 ounces. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't demanding anything, but I felt like they responded like I was demanding it. I simply asked. I've been a seller myself, you know. I realize things happen, and the instant checkout system isn't perfect. It wasn't even available when I was a seller. But they ended up, I mean, I did definitely get a discount on shipping. It was like $5, and they refunded like half of that. Anyways, so in order to get it over $50, I picked up some more minifigures. So I got some Aquazone dudes and this guy here, but that's why I got it up over 50, because I figured I'd save a little bit, and you know, you're gonna need a lot of these dudes. Even I have a bunch. I need to go through. That might be in a future video, I guess, but I need to go through and get all these set to the side and see how many I have. See if I need to get more of the helmet apparatus things or whatever to complete some. Yeah, these are the propeller housings. I needed a bunch of these old hinges. I probably have some somewhere, but I wasn't going to go looking for them. So I just ordered, I don't know, 10 of them, whatever it is. I couldn't find these. I knew I had some, but I went ahead and ordered them. I ordered 4, and then I found the other box. That's where the other blue, is that a lerp? I can't even remember which ones are which. Big ugly rock piece. Got some more octagonal bricks. I have a ton, absolute ton of yellow, but don't have many left in black after building all this. Yeah, this is where the majority of the arm pieces came from. And I need like all the ones I ordered to get these built. Yeah, they had a train wheel for like $2.50, so I picked that up. Some of these guys. Yeah, and then wing plates. So I got left and right of the smaller ones, and there should be the larger ones in here too. There. I needed these. Mine, I had one, but it was in rough shape, and it looks like this one's kind of rough too, actually. I don't know if I ordered more. Yeah, it's just kind of discolored, but it's not. This one actually does look better than the one I had upstairs. That's the problem with, like, you know, I haven't seen that piece in a long time, and then blue is just a color that discolors. Well, I guess they all discolor over time. So I think I've said enough for all this. This is all the pieces, so I'm going to get all these built, and I'll show that off real quick before that we end the video here. All right, so this is the complete fleet of Aquasharks subs. So we have the Shark Scout. So I built 4 of these guys. 3 of the Spy Sharks. 2 of the Deep Sea Predators. And then this one is just the Shark's Crystal Cave set. So this was a ton of fun to build these. I actually built a new Lego set last night. And I couldn't help but think to myself, these were just 10 times as much fun to build. At times, I think Lego's gone a little bit too far with condensing sets where it's all little 1x1 tiles and plates and stuff. So 300 pieces is something like that big, and it's just way less fun to build. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe if you agree with that sentiment, let me know. You know, build a modern set and then go back and build one of your favorites from the 90s or maybe 2000s or whenever your kind of golden era is. I just thought these were much more fun. Again, I didn't do like a speed build for all of this because I just don't really enjoy making them. It's just kind of a pain to set up lights and all that. But I do have a stop motion build of the Spy Shark. So I've already forgotten what year that was recorded in, but I'll put it on screen. That was with the original Lego Mindstorms camera, way back in the day from the Vision Command set. So I thought that I had physical instructions for all these. The Shark's Crystal Cave was the only one that I could find. But yeah, really glad that at least for the biggest build here, I had physical instructions. Otherwise, I just pulled them up on my tablet. But what's really annoying is all these sites like Brick Instructions, there's a couple others. Half the time the ads cover up the instructions. It's a complete nightmare. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Again, I might have the instructions somewhere, buried somewhere. I do have like the Crystal Explorer sub and the Neptune Discovery Lab. I do have physical instructions for those. And let's see, there was a couple other things. So this piece, this is hilarious because Dave K recently pointed this out, that there's actually 2 versions of this part, and I never knew it. Apparently the seller didn't either because they sent me the wrong one.
This is what they call a 3-stud nudge because it's 1, 2, 3 studs deep. This is a 4-stud nudge because 1, 2, 3, 4 studs deep. This set, when I bought it, came with a 4-stud deep and a 3-stud deep. And I didn't see that until I finished when I was building it. And I'm going, why isn't this 2x6 underneath fitting properly? It's supposed to have, you know, as exposed 2 studs there and then the exposed 2 studs the other side so I could put the front on it. And then, it's just for the love of everything. Yeah, 3-stud deep and not 4-stud deep.
So it's the notch here that's different. So this would have fit in like that, which I guess would have been fine. But like I said, this one's not far off from the discoloration I had on my original piece, so I just used that. I wasn't gonna bellyache over that or demand a refund from the seller. The other thing is I had set all these aside to use for like the propellers, not even thinking about, yeah, they need to be low friction so they can actually turn. Not that it matters in a static model, I guess, but then I remembered I had set aside all of my light gray pins, so I went through and yeah, I've got absolutely plenty, and these actually are the period correct to be the light gray and not light bluish gray. So again, yeah, this was an absolute blast to put all these together, and I think that's why I kind of want the entire diorama, whatever you want to call it, to be in the 90s kind of style of building. Because again, that's what I'm nostalgic for. That's what's fun to me. I can certainly appreciate, modern kind of builders and the landscaping they do with all the little slopes and tiles and all that stuff. But I think this will be a lot of fun. So yeah, keep an eye out for updates coming in the future. Join us in Discord if you haven't already. We've got a great group of people in there from all over the world with different backgrounds. And we just kind of talk about Lego all day. If you want to help support the channel, you can join our channel memberships for $1.99 a month. Get early access to videos, be the first to comment, the occasional behind the scenes kind of thing here and there. But it's really just if you want to help support the channel. And I absolutely appreciate the folks that do. And thanks to all you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.